Hey guys, how y'all doing? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new episode of Sword Art Online Alicization on episode 3. Now, this episode right here, it seemed to be pretty okay, a little bit like some world building here and there, possibly. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like overthinking things or just something else just happening on the whim. So if anything else, I'll do the best I can to try to get this started, etc. And let's just get this going. We have to it that Kirito gets waken up by Selka, apparently, which she scolds him for sleeping in. I'm thinking in my mind, yeah, this idiot never learns. Well, Kirito's Kirito, which I could care less about. But aside from that, after Kirito and Yujo chop down the tree a couple times and end up having a little small talk here and there, we have to it that, whatchamacallit, Yujo tells a little bit about Alice here and there, especially Selka, and how Alice got taken away because she entered a little bit in the dark territory. It's really too bad that Kirito does not remember most of this stuff anyway, which really stinks, you know? Something strange in the underworld just is just working in a absurd way, which I hope to see that it gets explained. Like, Yujo does not remember anything when he gets out of the underworld one time, but later on he ends up having his memories from the real world continue on to this one. So I hope there might be a big explanation of that. But aside from that, me wondering and rambling on like an idiot most of the time when I'm just being concerned, let's continue off with Yujo and Kirito's conversation. When it comes to like something about some blue sword after Alice got taken away, Yujo brought it back and it took him 3 months to do so. He ends up showing it to Kirito, and Kirito tries to lift it, but it was too heavy on him. Eventually, they decide to give it a shot to try to swing at the tree, but it was like too off. Like what I mean by it was too off is like they tried swinging it, but they couldn't swing at the part where they're supposed to cut at, like the center of the bark where they've been making the freaking like damage on the tree for like what 3,000 years or something. I don't know. Whatever the underworld time it is called, you know what I'm getting at. We see to it that that Kirito decides to look into the sword a bit using that S symbol whatsoever. And apparently the authorization to try to lift the sword without being burdened by it is like a 45 or something. Yes, you could guess right. Like what we see here, in order to have a big object control or something like a way to actually like use it, etc, 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 you want to have full control of it by having a 45, and Kirito's only 38. I don't know about Yujo himself, but all I know is like it's a little strange here and there. All I know is its durability is very, very high, etc. It's like 197,698 out of 320,826. So it looks like to me it has been used for quite some time here and there. But aside from that, we had to it that Selka and Kirito end up having a little talk, which Kirito wants to ask Selka about Yujo and Alice, you know? Eventually, this conversation goes around where Selka says, like, Yujo has not been smiling ever since. He's always been gloomy and dark and never been too happy, you know, ever since Alice was taken away. Eventually, Selka does ask Kirito, do you know what happened to Alice or why she was taken away? And Kirito's like, well, she entered the dark territory, etc. Why? She goes like, oh, that's about it. And then later on, when she ends up going outside Kirito's room, she ends up deciding to do something stupid. Next morning, Selka was not there, and Kirito asks Yujo what's up, and then he goes like, oh no, I think we may have an idea, and she actually went to the place where she wanted to enter the dark territory about the end of the mountains, you know? So I'm thinking in my mind, yeah, this girl is real freaking stupid, you know that? I mean, seriously, you were asking to get captured or killed the moment you heard about Alice's capture. And she did look up to her. I can't blame her, but she was really asking to either get killed or captured. And apparently she got captured by goblins. Yes, goblins. Don't believe me? You better go watch the episode. Which I'm pretty sure not most anyone would want to do anyway because they hate the series, etc. for critical reasons. We all know that. But aside from that, yeah. Selka got captured and Yujo's frozen in fear. Kirito's like trying to snap Yujo out of it. Goes like, Yujo, 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 etc. And next episode title is called Departure, etc. So this episode right here, it's nothing much. There's not a lot I could really say in a certain sense, honestly. I mean, like, what I could just say to you guys right now, and with not a lot of detail, is that Yujun and Kirito have a conversation about Alice, brings out this blue sword whatsoever, which is too heavy for them to even carry or to even use, along with like trying to figure out what's the next step for Kirito himself. And Selka, after hearing about Alice's capture of entering the Dark Territory, she herself was asking to get captured or get killed. I'm just saying, man. What else is supposed to get through here? And nothing much I can really say here. I mean, if you guys watch the episode, you guys will get the idea here and there. But in other cases, that's about it. Nothing much I can really summarize or recap because not a lot of detail given. Until then, I will see you guys in my next video or so. I'm Alpha Zero, people. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, right? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot!